So yeah, I just wanted to learn a little bit more about you.
Okay.
What do you do?
So my day job is a systems administrator. I'm not sure my geeky hobbies give me away on the matter, but yeah. So I run I run websites and systems for a small London-based company. I head up security there, and I'm the sort of senior engineer guy there. My other major interest I do in my research. So I spend a lot of my time doing research. So a lot of it is transhumanism related. So related to advocacy groups, positions, histories. Who isn't a transhumanist? Mark Zuckerberg's a transhumanist. Elon Musk is a transhumanist. But my major bit I do it doesn't directly intersect with this, but I do it as well. So it's what comes from my skeptic side is I do cybercrime research.
Hmm.
So that's kind of a huge area. I don't really want to go massively into it, but my focus on mainly financially based cybercrime. That's carding and the online drug trade, and I cover mostly dark web stuff, so dark markets, urban legends especially. But with these two bits of background, my interest in transhumanism and my interest in skeptic movement, I came across the site and I found out basically that it shut down about a year ago. The guy stopped paying his hosting on it, and not only stopped paying his hosting on it, yeah, he was doing all sorts of dodgy stuff, putting in adverts and backlinks and stuff because he's got bored of it. He's not entertaining it anymore. It was a thing, and now it's not a thing. Well, so I thought, well, I pulled it down off the archive site and I rebuilt it on a new domain. Yeah, and I quite like having my own church. I quite like the fact that I kind of found it slash appropriated it, and I like the fact that it aligns with a couple of my very strong interests. I haven't really got any short term plans to do any major development with it, but it's a nice thing, nice little thing to have then to show off.
So, what do you feel like you're getting out of it?
Bragging rights are very important. Google's, unlike say Microsoft and less so to Apple, it has a relatively good cred within tech circles. And people say, oh yes, there's always a story about what will Google come out with next with self-driving cars and personal assistants, and when will they come up, with that when will OK Google catch up with Siri and so on and so forth. And people always chime in with that. Well, I for one welcome my new Google overlords, and I'm quite happy for Google to manage my information because clearly Google is the closest thing we have to artificial intelligence, or not even God in this day and age. You can ask it prayers and receive answers. And I got a surge of followers of that recently, for example.
Mm.
It's basically a weak meme that Google is some sort of deity. But every now and then people will turn up and say, well, I'm a acolyte of Google because I use Android, I only use their products, etc. Praise be Google. And other people will take it more seriously and say, woe unto those who use Apple and so on and so forth. It's not very. Back in the day, it was a lot more people taking much more seriously, trying to invent even more commandments and even more tenets and rules around the process. But it's not doesn't have a big community behind it anymore.
Mm.
It's more really sort of creating it for posterity than managing a real active community.
So 3 months before you took it over is
Yeah,
when you first learned about
exactly,
it. And
absolutely.
so, how do you know what it was like before? Because you said it doesn't have as much followers as it did before. So,
Yeah.
how do you know what it was like before when you first,
Okay,
since
so
you
it's a
first,
very
yeah.
very useful website out there, especially if you're doing any kind of internet archiving stuff, like I do quite a lot of.
Mm.
It's the Wayback Machine on archive.org. Any slightly popular website will have snapshots and snapshots and snapshots, and it's great for seeing not only websites that are shut down, but the history of a website, how it's evolved from its initial launch through to how it rebranded, then what was the old version of the site that of this particular story looked like, and so obviously the last official version of the site, the only place it exists was archive.org. So I got the latest. That's why I pulled around the latest stable version of the site from archive.org, and then I set about rebuilding it. So, but then I found out that not only was it in decline, and not just in terms of press, but in terms of followers, the forum was shut down. But the website itself had become it become the very thing it railed against. It had become a link farm. It was full of advertisements and hidden links and hidden nasty what's called black hat SEO stuff. So dodgy stuff designed to fool search engines and to manipulate for financial gain. Exactly, which literally transgresses one of the Church of Google's commandments. So Matt McPherson, he's if he ever asks the church back, I probably give it to him, but I will ask him to explain himself on this point, and we'll have to see how that goes down. It's possible that we could reconcile one day, but I don't know. That'll be some internet drama.
Does he know that you're upset with him?
I don't know. I think someone might. You'd think someone would have told him by now, and he would have got in touch with me if he was interested by now. Maybe just accepting it. I mean, I could go as far as trying to contact his friends or friends and stuff like that, but I feel like it starts to get a bit intrusive and such. I didn't really want to take things that far.
You know that you can contact his friends or friends, so you are aware of who he is?
Well, I can track down anyone on the internet. I have a lot of skills.
Thank you so much. Okay, that's pretty much it.
Cool. Cheers. Thanks a lot.
All right, take care.